We are at India Camp 2024 and we have with us Mr. Jayant V, Dhobley, Business Head and CEO, Global Chemicals, Fashion Yarn and Insulators, Aditya Birla. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm well, sir. Aditya Birla Chemicals as focus has shifted from a commodity to specialty chemicals. How are you moving in that direction, sir?
Actually, we do both. So, we do commodities and we do specialties. The difference between the two is, in commodities, there are certain years you make more money, certain years you make less. But over the cycle, it's a very profitable business. So, our chloralkali business, we are the largest player in India today, which can be called a commodity, has been proven to be a long-term cash generator and value generator for the group. Similarly, chlorine derivatives, which are, let's say, more on the specialty side, offer very good margins, return on capital. Some of the other specialty products we make, such as epoxies, phosphates, sulfides. So I would say we have a balanced portfolio, and our intent is to grow all our businesses as and where the opportunities present itself, while maybe relatively increasing the share of specialties in our portfolio. But we don't go to a view saying we will grow only in specialties. No, we will grow in both. We just want to grow in specialties a bit more than we want to grow in commodities.
And what's the present ratio of specialty versus basic?
So that's hard to kind of disclose on a public platform. But what you can say is that we are well balanced between the two portfolios.
Sustainability has become a buzzword for the chemical, petrochemical or any other sector vertical that you talk about. So how is your company focusing on sustainability, and how does Aditya Birla Chemical retains its high output while promoting environmental stewardship?
So look, I divide sustainability into three pillars, right? The first pillar is actually safety. There can be no chemical company that can have a sustainable business model without running its operations in a safe way. So we have a very high focus on safety. We take a lot of effort in training our people. We do proper process safety analysis, process hazard analysis, and safety of our chemical operations is a very, very important part of sustainability as far as we are concerned. The second part of sustainability is how do your operations affect the immediate environment around you. So this I talk about emissions to air, emissions to water, hazardous waste to landfill, these kind of metrics. And I'm happy to say, for example, we are one of the largest users in the chemical industry of renewable power. Close to a quarter of our power needs are now renewable. We work continuously on process intensification to reduce our water footprint. We work continuously on our processes to reduce the amount of products we send to landfill. So that's the second part of sustainability. The third part of sustainability is how do your products create a more sustainable outcome for your customers. So I can give one very simple example. Many of the products we make are used in water treatment chemistries. We are one of India's largest player in chemicals for treating potable water, which you and I drink in our home. So our chemistries enable safe drinking water. Similarly, in our epoxy business, it's used to formulate coatings which prevent corrosion of products, whether that is in automobiles, whether that is in construction, thereby increasing the life of infrastructure. That contributes to sustainability. We are also working on water-based chemistries to replace solvent chemistries, for example, in epoxy formulations. So we look at sustainability in three pillars: safety, impact of own operations, and how do we make products that enable our customers to pursue sustainability.
Epoxy, you have been focusing through windmill blades that you design. Now you are trying to enter into the sports sector, and planning to a conscious effort to build a consumer brand. So would you talk about it, sir?
Yes, sure. So look, epoxy carbon fiber composites offer some of the best strength to weight ratios out of all materials. So wherever you want high mechanical performance, reliable mechanical performance, together with low weight, epoxy composites are used. Sports is an obvious example where they are used, but they are also used in automotive. They are used, as you correctly pointed out, in windmill blades. But sports is very special because sports is also very personal. So when you talk of a sports person, who is skiing or using a snowboard, for them it's a passion. And most of these sports people are also equally passionate about the environment. And we are one of the first in the world to introduce a product which allows epoxies to become completely recyclable. So that product is recyclamine, that is the branding. And we do believe that sports lovers, who are also usually lovers of nature and lovers of environment, are going to really like surfboards or ski boards made out of epoxies which can be recycled.
So this would be what, bioplastic or?
No, it's there is some amount of biorenewable content in it, but this actually enables circularity. So what you do is, under certain special conditions, you can recover the polymer matrix and the carbon fiber matrix, and repurpose it for other products. So it actually enables circularity. There is a certain biorenewable content in it.
With Aditya Birla Group being a force for good, how is Aditya Birla Chemicals creating bonds that touch millions of lives?
So, as I gave a few examples, right? The chemicals we make are used to treat drinking water, which is used by millions of people in India, right? So we work very hard on reducing the amount of energy that we use from fossil fuel, which ultimately reduces our carbon footprint. The innovations that we are doing in the space of epoxy, which reduce solvent emissions, which enable circularity, all of that ultimately results in good for society. So we genuinely believe that our business goals must be aligned with what is good for society, and which is why the Aditya Birla Group considers itself a force for good.
Sir, would you comment on the businesses of Aditya Birla Chemicals, versatility and adaptability to cater to various market segments across the globe because of your diverse nature of products and diverse manufacturing that you do have across the globe?
So look, we have a global portfolio. We are present, of course, in India, but we are also present in Southeast Asia. We are present in Europe. We are putting up a plant in America as we speak. We cater to a large variety of segments. For example, we are very large players in the food industry as a result of our phosphates portfolio, which is used, for example, in processed cheese, meat, aquaculture, shrimp farming. Through our sulfites portfolio, we are present in segments like wine, food preservation. Through our chlorine derivative portfolio, we are supporting the agrochemical industry, the pharma industry. Our caustic business supports the textile industry, the mining industry. I can go on and on, actually. The portfolio is really broad across segments, and it allows us to touch different industries and enable our customers to be successful, and us with them.
And one last question, sir, if you'd like to add anything on the expansion plans that you are planning, presently executing.
So, I can only speak to the ones which are already announced. So, we are, of course, investing in recyclable epoxies. That's a large investment for us. We are investing in building assets in the US. That is an ongoing project. We are building a chlorine derivative portfolio across India, across multiple sites. We are, of course, consciously also expanding the caustic capacity where it is relevant. So there are expansion projects going on across our businesses. But our investments are not only in expanding capacities. We are also investing in renewable power. We are also investing in process intensification so that we use less water. We are investing in technologies that reduce the amount of waste that go out of our factories, and those are also important investments for us.